Hey guys, I'm gonna film this in a horizontal format today. Unlike my last video, my friend got really annoyed at that. Yeah, a bit OCD I think, but I hope it means like higher quality or something, I don't know. Well, as you can tell by the title, I'm here not to talk about a year referendum rant again. If you haven't seen that video, watch it. It's kind of embarrassing for me to watch again, but it's a bit cringy, but I feel like I got my point across, so I don't care. Anyway, like the title says, I'm going to be talking today about the first topic, which is political participation and democracy in the AS Unit 1 Edexcel Politics. I love this color, it's like lime green color. Anyway, so what is democracy? Democracy, you can probably define it in a ton of different ways, but my favorite way of describing it is a system of government in which power lies within the people. There is a high degree of political participation and protection of human rights. That's my basic way. There should be a couple of key elements that you should know, and they might literally ask you for these elements. There is a peaceful transition of power. There are free, fair, and regular elections. There's access to independent media. There's accountability. That can be an accountability from the Parliament to the voters, so we can hold them to account by holding elections, or it could be accountability, I don't know, by us, maybe maybe when we write to our MPs and tell them what we think is wrong. That's sort of accountability right there. There is, again, a high degree of freedom and human rights. The rule of law applies. And really importantly, there's a high degree of political participation on the part of citizens. So a really important concept that we all need to know, whether you're doing European politics, British politics, or American politics like I'm doing this year, is legitimacy. Legitimacy can best be described as the right of an individual to govern and exercise power. So it's not power in itself, it's the right to exercise that power, which is also authority in a sense. In Britain, in a democracy obviously, this can be achieved through elections, referenda, etc. It just means that through an election, we the people show support to an MP. He's voted in, and so he has legitimacy. And the same thing happens through referenda. Whatever the result is, it receives legitimacy because the majority of the people wanted that. And legitimacy can also be said to be strong or weak depending on the turnout of that vote or that referendum. So, for example, and we need to use really recent examples, obviously, in this exam. Last year, 2016, EU referendum had a turnout of 72%. Obviously, it didn't go the way I would have wanted, but still, it would mean you could say that it had a high turnout, and thus it proves that it had more legitimacy. But you could also argue that it has less legitimacy because it was quite a weak majority of the people that voted to leave the EU. Animal liberal, chissà ti cambierà, lassù nel cielo.